Hey, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to create this hot dog flyer. It's a quite simple flyer, so I'm going to go step by step showing you how to create this flyer in Canva. All right, so go to a new design page, and this is an Instagram post design page. First, we're going to change the color of the background. So click on your background. Once you have it selected, click on background color, and then we're going to change our background color to this vivid orange, and the color code for it is EF5F28. All right, so once you have that selected, what you'll do is you just go back to your background color. Now that color is in our background color up at the top right here. We're going to double click on it. Once you double click on it, I want you to click on gradient. So once you've selected gradients, we would see this color right here. So we'll just double click on it and we'll try to change it to the orange color. All right, so we'll have two orange colors right here, two vivid orange. So click on the orange and I want you to copy the color code for the orange. Click on this color and then you'll paste the orange right here. So next what we'll do is we'll try to get a lighter shade of the orange by moving our color picker to the left hand side, right? And there we're seeing a lighter shade of the orange, which is perfect for us. So once we've done that, what we'll do is we'll switch our two colors. So we'll just click on this color and we'll move it to the left side like so. And then we'll select a circular gradient, which is this one right here, so that we could have the lighter shade of orange in the center of our design page, okay, for our background. So once we've done that, what we'll do is we'll go to elements and then we'll add a rectangle shape like so. And then what we'll do is we'll reshape our rectangle shape. So we'll reshape our rectangle shape just like this. All right, and if you want the exact height and width of my rectangle, it's gonna be just about 324 width, and about the height would be about 65 height. All right, pixels in height. So I'm gonna place this in the center of my design page like this, so it's aligned horizontally like so. And what I'll do is I'll duplicate it. So once I've duplicated, I'll place one on the right hand side, and the one on the left hand side, I'll just add some corner rounding to it. So I'll just increase the corner rounding like so. And I think I'll leave it to about 80. All right, so I'm happy with 80. So what I'll do next is I'll just drag the rectangle shape that's on the right hand side to cover the rectangle shape on the left hand side. So now it's covering it like so. What I'll do is I'll turn down the corner rounding for this one. All right, so turn the corner rounding to 0. Now we have the corner rounding on this one at 0. Now we have the corners being sharp. All right, so that's perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select it and we're gonna crop it. So we're gonna crop from the top and we're gonna drag it down. So click and hold and drag it down, and then we're gonna crop it from the left side as well. So we're gonna crop it from the left side like so. All right, and the main purpose of that was to create this sharp edge, sharp corner that is on this side. All right, so all of our other edges or our other all of our other corners are actually rounded. So I'm happy with that, and once you're happy, you could just highlight it and then you could actually group it. All right, so that it won't move or shift position when you're editing. So I'm happy with this so far. So the next step is to add your text. All right, so add a text box, go to the left hand toolbar, add a text box, and then we're gonna resize our text so that we could see it clearly. All right, and I'll just zoom in a bit and we can enter our text now. So let's just remove this text and we're gonna type in hot. Once we type in hot, we'll just resize it like so. All right, just a bit so we could position it so. And I'm going to change the font style to Anton. All right, so go to font up at the top toolbar, and then you'll type in Anton for a search of a font, and then you select Anton, and we have our Anton color. All right, so if you want to get this color brown, because I'm going to leave this color this shape in this color, so select it. I'm just gonna give you the color code. So the color code for this dark brown is 853C08. All right, so if you haven't applied that color code as yet, apply it and you'll get the exact brown that I'm using. Okay, all right, so we're gonna apply that color to our text as well. So we're gonna change our text color to dark brown. All right, so now it's changed to dark brown, and we'll increase it just a bit like so. All right, so if you want my exact width and height, the height and width of mine is 5, the width is 504 and the height is 437, like so. So what I'll do next is I'll just duplicate it, and then I'll just type dog. So I'll type dog right here, and then I'll try to align the H and the D like so, and I'm happy with that. All right, so now I've completed that. I'll just highlight both text and try to align it horizontally with my shape like so. All right, if you have issues aligning it, you could just go to file, setting, and then you could add the show ruler and guides. All right, so like so. Let me just redo that because I just removed mine. So like so, and then you could just click the ruler up at the top and bring down a guide, put it to the top of the shape right here, and then you could just highlight your text, and then you could just bring them down like so to align it with the top of the shape. All right, so I'm happy with that. All right, but I'll bring it just down a bit so that it could be a bit center to the shape horizontally. All right, so I'm happy with this. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just highlight all of my elements, and I'll just drag it over a bit to the left so that I could possibly get it centered correctly. All right, so let's just center it correctly like so, and it's centered vertically. Let's see if we could get it centered horizontally as well. So it's centered horizontally and vertically. All right, so I'm happy with that. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna just add our hot dog. All right, so in order to add our hot dog, we can go to elements and we can search hot dog. So type in hot dog. I'm gonna look for image. So if we go under photos, you click see all, you'll just scroll through and then you'll see a hot dog that you possibly like. I'm just gonna choose anyone that I think would look good. Basically, I want one that would stretch across from this shape over onto the hot dog section. All right, so I think I'll just use, I think I saw one that I like. Okay, so let's just scroll down a little bit and see what's happening down below. So I think this one could be one that we could use. Let's just see if we see any more. All right. Nope. Okay, so I think I'm going back up to one of those that I saw previously. Okay, let's go back up a bit. So I'll use this one. All right, so I'm happy with this one. So I'll just right click and bring it to the front. All right, so I'll bring it forward like so, and then let me bring it forward again, bring it to the front like so. All right, so let's resize it, and then we'll position it like so. All right, so as I said, I want it to be kind of like slanted, so I'll just rotate it like so to cover a bit of the text as well as a bit of our shape. All right, like so. So what we'll do next is we'll add a text box. All right, so we'll go to text, add text box, and then we'll increase the size of our text box. I'll just place it to the top right here, and then we're gonna type in hot dog, but we want both our words to be on different lines. So I'll type in hot and then I'll click enter, and then I'll type in dog. So we have them on different lines. So I'll highlight both of them. I'll go to advanced settings, and then I'll adjust the line spacing so that my two lines are a bit closer, like so. So something that I realize is that I haven't aligned them. So I'll highlight the text again, and then I'll align it to the left. So I'll left align it, and then I'll resize it like so. Once I've resized it, I'll just bold it. So select your text and click bold up at the top toolbar, and then we're going to change the font color to white. All right, so I'm happy with this for now. So what I'll do is I'll just position it in the position that I would like to have it. All right, like so. I'm happy with this. So I'll duplicate this, and then I'll just delete the text inside. All right, and then I'll type starting at $5. All right, and I'll resize this starting at $5 text to make it a bit smaller, like so. You can just zoom in a bit just to ensure that we're aligning it correctly. So I'll resize it like so. All right, and then I'll reposition it like so, so that it is actually left aligned with the hot dog above. All right, so I'll just nudge it down a bit. Let me just select it and nudge it down just a little bit like this, and I'm happy with that. All right, so let's zoom out, and what we'll do next is we'll just duplicate this text, and then we'll just resize it. All right, and then you could type your name, your business name possibly, or you could put your logo up at this top, up at the top right here. All right, so your logo here, I'll just put that right in my text box for now, and I'll just position it. So I want it to be aligned with the shape below, so I'll just align it like that, so it's left aligned, and we could unbold it. All right, so let's just select that and just unbold it like so. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this text box, and we're going to just add delicious, crispy hot dogs. All right, and we're going to resize it like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to place it to the center of our design page like so. Let's just wait for it to be vertically aligned. Okay, so I think I need to realign it. So let's just select our text and just realign it to center. Once we've done that, then we could try to align it to the center of the page. All right, vertically align it. All right. Okay, so I'm going to just go to position and then layer, and I'm going to select this and the background. All right, so just select that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to arrange, and then I'm going to put center. All right, so that should be good. All right, so that's centered in our design page, so I'm happy with that. So let's select it, and then we're going to go to font, and then we're going to look for a handwriting font that we could use. I think I like this one. All right, so this is the name. All right, you could just copy the name from here and use it as well as, okay. So let me just resize it like so. All right, let's just center it again. All right, so it's now centered. So I'm happy with that for now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to duplicate our hot and our dog, which is the text, like so. And then we're going to just place it over the one that is in the back, like so. Then we're gonna duplicate the dog. I'm gonna place it over the one that is in the back, like so. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna select our hat and our dog. So I'll select the dog first, and we're gonna go to effect, and then we're gonna go to hollow. All right, so we're gonna select hollow. We're gonna change our font color to white, like so. We're gonna do the same for hot, so select hot, and then we're gonna go to element, not elements, but effects. We're gonna go to hollow, and then we're gonna change our color to white. All right, so that's a font color to white, like so, and we have that effect. All right, so this is our design. We have now completed our hot dog design. We're ready to post. If you want to adjust it, you could actually add in your social media handles, your contact information, etc., or maybe a call to action that you would like to add. All right, and you're ready to post your design on social media. So I hope you found this tutorial very insightful, and I hope that you get the opportunity to try it. If you would like to learn more from me, you could always follow me on Instagram, or you could join my free WhatsApp community. Or if you want to learn how I design, all right, you could also purchase my ebook. It's in the description below. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.